What's going on, Lobo? What's happening? I'm outside. Oh yeah. Hello everyone. So today I am out in the wilderness. I'm outside for the first time in my life because there was construction work happening at my house and all you could hear was so I thought I'd come outside to the park and make a video for you because I recently finished my sketchbook and I didn't think I'd ever finish that sketchbook. It took me an entire year, but it's done. So I thought I have to show you because I showed you the first half. I'll show you a bit of the first half again because some things have changed. I've glued stuff in. I'm being attacked by flies. So anyway, let's get started with the sketchbook tour. So here is the glorious sketchbook. As you can see, I have made some stickers and stuck them on. They're looking a little worse for wear, but they looked good when I first stuck them on. So this has changed. I stole some coasters and I stuck them in because look at how cool they are. Like, of course I was going to steal them. And there we can see the date I finished and a little self-portrait in pen. And that was a list of my characters that I did on a typewriter, but there's a lot more now. As you can see over here, I rewrote them out. This is a character called Angie. I redrew them on the other side. They are an original character of mine and they are non-binary, so please refer to them as they, them. Another one of Angie. Another one of Angie. Another one of Angie I did in maths, obviously, because of the gridded paper. Archie saying, Adam! There's literally no one else here, but I'm still scared that someone's going to hear me. So sorry if I speak quietly. Some green pen of Monty looking like an asshole and a demonic smiley face. Some random sketches. More random sketches. Archie with 4 arms. This is when I was so incredibly bored in maths that I drew the first thing I saw out the window, which was a power pole. Archie and Monty dressed as Paul and Nina from Tekken 3 because my mate and I got obsessed with it on PlayStation 1 for a while. Sorry if I keep, there's like flies everywhere, so I'm probably sitting on a dead body. A little sketch of Archie as a child, and on the other side I tried to draw Archie as a child, but it looks like Beverly from It, so I was like, what? Archie with half of a mustache. Okay, now we're into the actual sketchbook, so I will go through what you've already seen. I'll link the first sketchbook video so you get a more in-depth view, but some things have changed. Stuck in a flower and a bit of paper. This is what I need to show you. So you saw Maddie, and you might remember that I was complaining that I didn't like his design, so I redrew him and now he looks like Jesus and it's beautiful and I love him now. Help, nothing's changed here. Added a little fortune above my gorgeous fern. Almost forgot her name. Also, this character here, her name used to be Alini, but she's got a complete redesign and a rename, which I will point out later in the sketchbook. There's children riding bikes over there, and I'm scared. Okay, they can't hear me from here, it's fine. That's the only thing that's changed here. The only thing changed on this page is that I drew, I don't know if any of you have watched Nathan For You, but we watch it all the time in business studies, and there's one episode where they attached a drone to a miniature scarecrow, so I thought I'd draw it. Video easy card, a relic. Here we go. So last time you saw this, none of it was coloured in and none of this was stuck on, so there we have Archie's beetle, and on top of that, it's me interacting with my OCs for the first time in a drawing. And over here, we have Archie before, during and after the war, if you know any of his backstory. Then here we have a little pen sketch of Archie and Monty on the phone. I didn't know what they should be talking about, so I didn't write anything in there. And then we have like some photo booth photos of Archie and Monty before and after the war. Look at them. Look at them. I didn't want it to smudge, so I took Mum's good baking paper and put it over the top. This is when I stole my mate's watercolors, and do you see how vibrant they are? Like, look at this blue, look at this red. Like, Oh my god, my hand's shaking. I think I have Parkinson's. And then under there we have Monty, but his head is way too small. Then we have Evelyn and Maddie. I didn't finish colouring this because I kind of liked how it looked like that. And this I spent days on. I spent days planning out the colours for this because I wanted to get it just perfect, and I still love it. And then we have a fly. No, it's a bee. It's a bee. Don't swish the bee. Let the bee be. Anywho. Here we have Archie being strong, as he does when he was in the army. And then we have some fish, because I've never really drawn fish. I'm sorry if I sound distracted. I'm still looking at that bee. And here we have some flowers that I got for my birthday, some paint swatches, and little flower boy Archie. And this was an OC I have, but this is the one and only time that I've drawn her, so I don't know if she'll ever make a comeback. And this is a picture of Evelyn, but her hair looks fluorescent and I hate it. I love this page. Okay, so here is a very faded cinema ticket for when I saw It, and a lot of drawings for Archie and Monty. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this, because that took some time. I thought there was something on my leg, but it was a bit of grass. And just Archie and Monty being cute as heck. And then here is Chipper. He is an angel, he's a medic in the army. And his son Benson and his wife May, and they're just being adorable together. And this is when I saw Dunkirk. Oh my lord. When I saw Dunkirk, it ruined me. And there's something on my hand. Okay. So I just drew everything. I drew everything. I saw it twice in the cinema, and I got it for Christmas on Blu-ray, and I also got the limited edition blue vinyl, which I might show you a snippet of at the end of the video because I absolutely love it. Then we have the many expressions of Robert the Mime, because, okay, I redrew him as a joke, but now he's legitimately an OC, okay? He has a story now, and you can't stop me. More of Benson just seeing what he'd look like with glasses. Another one of Robert the Mime, looking all fresh. And I love this comic too. I haven't done a comic in a while, but that's the origin of Monty's scars, because he was actually a bad boy back when he was a teenager. He hung out with the wrong crowd, and one morning he came home like this, and his parents were like, "Oh my god, Monty, why?" Oh, my legs are cramping up. So here is, I don't even know what it is, but I can show you on the way back because I walked past it to get here. This is that drain thing that I was talking about that I drew. Looks a lot different in real life. And this is Archie and Monty carrying the shopping. Maddie, aka Jesus, baby Monty and a baguette, and a potion from the Emperor's New Groove. And then here we have Zekel Khan from The Road to El Dorado. The Emperor's New Groove and The Road to El Dorado are my two absolute favourite Disney movies, and I can't get enough of them. And then we have Archie dressed as, what's his name? Eugene from Bob's Burgers, because I thought that would be adorable, and I love Bob's Burgers so much. And a cinema ticket for Murder on the Orient Express, which I didn't think was a very good movie, to be honest. This was when our class went to an artist's studio, and then we went to a lake afterwards, and we all sat and drew the lake, and it was actually the best thing ever, and I wish we could do it more often. And this is a pen sketch of Archie's mum. Her name is Claire. And a little thumbnail of their house above the forest. And what's under here? Oh, we have Ghost Gum planting a tree. Looking pretty cool. Then we have Ember looking in the mirror, taking a nice selfie, except the one thing wrong with this is that I forgot to flip the image, so that's like how he looks like, and if he's looking in a mirror, it would be the other way. And this is my dog Lobo, because that was on the 23rd of November, and that was the last day he had to have the cone on his head. and Monty, and this is the florist in all its glory. Archie and his mum and his auntie live up there, and that's Archie's car right there. This is a bit of an inside joke. We had this Kaiser Wilhelm across the 8th dimension after in World War One. After the Kaiser abdicated, this is what we drew. And then under there I have, these aren't my OCs, these belong to He Was the Naz on Instagram. I feel like I'm gonna mess up their names even though I know. Okay, so that's Hal and that's Alan, and I don't think I did a very good job at drawing them. And there's a fly, someone help me. Here is an acrylic painting of Monty looking all sharp, and one of Archie. And then under here is the pièce de résistance. This is one of Ember. And if you remember the one way back in the beginning of the sketchbook, this is like a redraw of that, and I absolutely love it. He looks so good. He looks so good. Here is Archie and Monty, and this is the statue of David in orange because I thought, why not? And this pattern, all my friends hate this pattern. I kind of like it. Low-key offended. And then this is that character that I was talking about, Alini, who got a complete redesign, complete rename. Her name is Erica now, and look at how strong her design is now. I love her so much. I hated her design before, and now I'm in love with it. Fern and Dadair, that's Sparky or Ember's mum and dad. Then we have a cinema ticket to Jumanji, which I had low expectations for Jumanji because my family absolutely adore the first one. But it was actually so good, and this was how I was feeling in class towards the end of the year. Then we have Gummy, Ghost Gum, and Monty asleep on the couch, and I drew him in purple, and I didn't realize what I had done until one of my friends was like, "Wake up, Jeff!" And I was like, "Oh god, the Wiggles! The Wiggles!" And here we have a young Ghost Gum, back when he was little. Well, he was very tall, but you know, back when he was little. There's people looking at me, but I don't even care. And then, I need to cross my legs again. Then we have little Archie. He was a very sad little child, and I feel bad for him. And a forest. And then my shoelaces on the page. We have a picture of Pan from Pan's Labyrinth. I think that's its name. I only saw it once, so correct me if I'm wrong. And that was when I got back into Copic markers for about 10 seconds, and then I realized that all of mine have run out. And this is a picture of Elijah Innes, and here is Archie and Monty when I got sick, and I gave it to everyone, so this was how I was feeling. Here's one of Archie playing video games with his Rocky Balboa poster in the background, and there's another fly. And here is some pen sketches that I did in class. And there's one of Willie Vicarage. This you won't understand unless you've seen the music video for Once in a Lifetime by Talking Heads. If you haven't seen it, go watch it and this will make a lot more sense. This, I finally decided to do some of those blob drawings where you like make a face out of the blobs that you draw in like pen or whatever. And I actually love how they all turned out. And here's a picture of Archie's beetle. He loves his beetle. And Ducky Dale from Pretty in Pink. And a weirdly stylized version of Andy Walsh from Pretty in Pink. This was really fun. I recommend this if you have art block. I drew what each character has in their pockets on a daily basis. So Archie carries a lot of coins, a lot of cigarettes, his keys and his lighter, and Monty carries a lot of rubbish with him, a lot of chewing gum and a wallet and keys and stuff like that. This I am so proud of. This is an acrylic painting of someone who has blue skin. So I was inspired by the creation of Adam and this show on Netflix called London Spy, which you should watch it. It's heartbreaking in every episode. Then here we have Angie again. They are gorgeous. I love them. There's flies everywhere. and a cat in pink watercolors and brush pen. Here we have Willy Vicarage in purple. I like giving obscure colours to things that are not meant to be that sort of colour. Flies, get away. Then I drew vines. Dad, look, it's the Good Kush. This is the dollar store. How good can it be? I'm a bad bitch, you can't kill me. Then we have Christmas Eve 2017. These are the events of Christmas Eve. The first thing that happened was we knocked over a bookshelf that was in the carport and it smashed the back window of the van. And then we were barbecuing and the bush got set fire to, and no one reacted except for my friend, who was like, is anyone gonna do something about that? And then at the end of the day, I met my Uncle Pete, who claimed that his identity was stolen by a man named Steve, and I showed my brother this drawing and he's like, that's Pete, that's exactly what he looks like. Then I drew all of my characters in one page just so that I could have a look at them all together, and I realized just how many characters I have. So, we have Robert, Lillian, Evelyn, Monty, Archie, Claire, River, Josephine, Maddie, Ember, Adair, Fern, Michelangelo, Erica, May, Chipper, Benson, Ghostgum, Iman, Josette, Pierre, Alistair, Axel, Vivian, Talbot, and Maureen. And then I was doing an Ask My OC thing on Instagram, so these were the questions and the answers that I did. Draw me like one of your French girls. Then here we have Archie and Monty eating out for the first time, like it's their first date or whatever. And Monty's he's absorbed the food, and Archie's just in awe at how he ate it that quickly. And then there's a building, and Morris the Forest. I've got like 6 new plants these holidays in like the span of a week, so I started drawing them. Now this monstrosity, this here, my friend sent me a whole bunch of stock photos of random pieces of clothing and told me to put them together on Monty, so this monstrosity is that, the finished product of that. And this over here is Archie wearing one of Ty Turner's crop tops because I love them and they look gorgeous. And then we have like an Art Deco city that I just got random pictures of Art Deco buildings on Pinterest and put them all together. Then here we have Monty relaxing in the pool in a donut floaty, which I used to have one of those, which is why I drew it like that. And then we have Angie in all of their different outfits. This is when I started getting back into Legend of Zelda, so I drew the train from Spirit Tracks. And this is heartbreaking. This is a kid from my dream. I had this harrowing dream where we were like, everyone I knew was in this one building and we were all celebrating a birthday, and it was this kid's birthday, but we were all really sad, and I woke up crying because we all knew that it was this kid's last ever birthday and he was going to die in the next few days, and he was the only one who didn't know. So that was heartbreaking, and I drew the kid. And then this was a sandwich, and it was the best sandwich I've ever eaten. So I drew it. And then I went into Beetle's hot air balloon in Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, and I drew a corner of it. And then I drew part of the menu from Spirit Tracks because I was really art blocked at this stage. Then here I watched It's a Wonderful Life and Vertigo, so I thought I have to draw James Stewart because he's gorgeous. And here we have Mum's suggestion, which was to draw Archie and Monty running away from a sea creature at the beach, and there's Archie getting dragged away by an octopus. Here is another plant that I got these holidays, a picture of Jane Lane from Daria because I started watching that again. And up here is Girahim, I think his name is, from Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, because my friend and I went to one of those game trading places where they have old games really cheap, and I got Spirit Tracks for like $30 and I haven't stopped playing it since. So as you can see, here's Gondo. He's one of my favorite characters and he's so minor. Like, he's just a shopkeeper, but I just love his design so much. And a little sketch of Monty that I did in like a 2016 planner and then I ripped it out. And here is Skyloft. I spend all of my time in Skyloft. Like, I'm so shit at doing temples that I just stay in Skyloft all the time. And then here we have a page of sharks, which I gave them all really big eyes because I just love how they look when they have those big eyes. And the last page is Archie and Monty freaking out that this is the last page of the sketchbook, and me trying to tell them that I have like 40 blank sketchbooks that need filling and they'll be okay. So that concludes that sketchbook, which is terrifying because that's been my life for 1 year and I don't know what to do now. I have like 5 blank sketchbooks and I don't know which one to use because one of them's like this thick and it's too heavy to carry everywhere, and another one's a weird shape and like I can't fit it into my bag, and then another one doesn't take any mediums whatsoever except for pencil and pen. So I'm really stuck as to which sketchbook to use next. Let me know if you want me to do more videos outside. Let me know what sort of videos you'd like to see in the future. I've been watching a lot of Doodle Date, so that's why I jumped on the opportunity to go outside for a video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Look at this. Are you seeing this?